Hello, fellow academics, and welcome back to the next episode of Beeftorio. We're close to being done, I want to say. We'll see if that's true. But 13 unemployed beavers, bots. So we do have a little bit of stuff to regulate. I think actually all of our stuff over here is already run by bots. Yeah. Which means we could just turn more builder huts into bots, or even better, let's unlock the hauling posts and replace those with bots as well. Set you on the lowest priority though. Yeah, slightly higher. There we go. Now we have 13 bots running around and doing our bidding. What's going on here? Wow, I haven't loaded into this in a little while. Didn't expect it to overflow. This, however, is filling up nicely. So that's pretty awesome. Didn't we put a underground connection in here? Oh, actually to get the water in, not to get the water out. I guess that makes sense. So how should we tackle this? Now there's still water flowing out in this direction through the sluices that we have here. I think at least we have. They're down there. Okay. So we do just need to figure out a way how to get rid of all the excess water. And I think we're just going to utilize this area here. If we remove you. No, let's actually remove you at the end. But I didn't even need to disconnect this. Put in a single dynamite there. Highest priority, please. Look at that. I think this is bobbing about. Yeah, still have the mods activated, which is kind of fun. All of you guys are disconnected. I guess that makes sense. Detonate. Now we can put in a dam piece right there. Highest priority, please. Put the path on top, and then actually this is not a good spot to do this. Oh man, where would be a good spot to open up? Actually, we just want more to flow out this way. So let's have a look underneath here. All right. We will actually be able to open this up a bit more if we just go ahead and destroy this area here. Now that will cause a little bit of chaos, as it always will. With this destroyed, we can add another layer of explosives down here. Destroy this one as well. And once these explosives are in, we can rebuild that entire section. All right, dynamite is already in. I'm glad they're working so fast. And what all we need to really place here is, where are they? The platforms. Double platform here. And I will actually keep a double platform in there, just in case we want to go underneath, which I don't quite think will be the case, but you never know. So here, connect it up again. Highest priority. So we have the power connection at least. And I guess don't need to high prioritize this. You guys are on it. But I think overall that will help with the flooding. It's hard to say because we're now in a drought. Because of course we're in a drought. I guess why wouldn't we be? But overall that looks pretty nice. Okay. And they have also built everything around there, which means we can now put in the agora. 46 happiness, pretty good. You are lacking chestnuts. Oh, and I guess we hadn't finished this area yet. My. I took basically a little break from all of this. Completely forgot that we had so much stuff still to do. All right. Now they should be able to wrap this up, and that will allow us to put the additional trees up there. Forgot why we removed everything here. You're a Gavra flag. What did we want to do here? Oh. I'm not entirely sure anymore. Anyways, this actually makes me think maybe we should reconsider this entire area. Let's see. Technically, we don't need anything until this sluice right there. And then obviously the layer just above it, which also doesn't actually need to be on an extra levee system. Why do we have these? Oh, just so you guys can connect easier. You know what? Let's clean it up. Let's clean it up properly. I think it will be beneficial in the long run. The main question is, what would be the best path to connect this in here? Like the power system? But we could just... All right. Let's not overthink. More doing, less thinking. Nothing ever went bad with this approach, right? Right. We don't need any of you guys anymore. Okay. Highest priority for the pickup, please. Same with the platforms right next to it. Also highest priority for the pickup. So we also don't need the levee here anymore. Let's actually still have a log. It is slowly filling up, but just very slowly. One flooded building. Where was the flooded building? Oh. Anyways. Okay, all of this is clean, which means the stuff that I just built, I am gonna demolish it again. We're also removing basically everything here, right? Yeah, sorry, mate. I know you're contemplating right now. Highest priority on that pickup. We're also going to make sure all of that stuff gets demolished. Don't need any of that stuff here anymore. And destroy you and you. Making sure everything is being picked up. All right. And then this under here is our sluice, which means all of this can also disappear. And the way I've just done this, it makes it basically impossible for any of the beavers to get over there. Excellent. All right. However, we can keep destroying this right there. Make sure highest priority for pickup so we don't waste even more stuff. Temporarily put in a staircase here. You can also be destroyed. Don't need to wait for you. And then actually remove Actually, yeah. We don't need to put in the staircase because we're also destroying you. All right. I need to see what's under here, so please go ahead. High priority pickup for this. Because I think you are just platforms. Yep, looks like it. And then we can already remove all of you guys. Yes. Remove you as well. You as well. Sure, the path individually. Platform underneath is a bit more important. Okay. And all we really need to do is put in impermeable floors just on top. Set you on the highest priority. And what we can do next is put in a single, no, not a double dynamite, mates. I said a single dynamite. I might not have clicked on it, but that's absolutely what I meant. Also makes me think, let's actually remove the sluice here. Streamline this a little bit better. Nope, you're going to get stuck otherwise. So now here we go. Put in the sluice in the front. No, auto. You only close above a contamination of 2%. Close below a contamination of 1%. Yep, that makes sense. And then we add a levy system in here. Don't need to go around the corner for this. All right, we detonate this. We will just add a staircase down here because then I don't need to think about getting stuff back up. And then we destroy all of you. And I guess this stuff as well. Yeah. All right, here we go. Cleaner. Looks weird. But that's fine. All right. Also going to clean up this area right here. Put in the staircase right there. Halfway here. Please high priority. Then we can also clear out a bunch of that stuff. All right. And now we just need to get our power connection up there. I mean, in theory, we could clean this up perfectly. Well, maybe not perfectly, but by a good amount. No, this one, the connection to this one is a bit rough. Look at that. It's already all built. Sweet. Regardless, we have a bit more work to do. So, tunnel. We're going to add a tunnel underneath all of this. To here, right? I think that's fine. Tunnel to the end. Actually, hold on. Pause. We'll still need to get around there. So instead of putting the tunnels over to the right, because we don't want all the water to flow out here, we're going to go over to the left and then add a single dynamite. Where is it? A single dynamite in here. Nope, I can't do that either because our bad water is flowing there. I mean, technically we don't need If I stop you here. Yeah, let's actually do that. Stop you here. You're fine. You're fine. All right. And then we put the connection back in here as well as it was. All right. There we go. Now we technically don't have the power connection up here, but we'll sort that out. All of you can disappear. All of you can disappear. This stuff up here can also go. And the stuff underneath as well. Now we need to make sure that we have the single dynamites up here. Highest priority. Don't quite know why I'm cleaning this up right now, but it feels like the right spot, or the right time to actually do this. May do a check. Yep, can't place you in front of there. I kind of expected that for whatever reason. All right, here we go. The dynamite is in. Then vertical power shafts, one here, one there. Regular power shafts connecting all of this up. And underneath there. We connect all of this through. Good. There we go. All right. We can now sort all of that power connection out. Oop. Let me go ahead. We still need to... This is not going to work yet. Because we need to bridge that path. So another vertical power. I guess we could have actually... Let's do it like that, to be honest. I think that's fine. All right, and then the regular power shafts back in after all, and connect this up here. Okay, highest priority on, of course, everything. Because this way we can make sure our power connection is back up and running as soon as possible. All right. Maybe we'll put the contemplation spot back in here. But I think instead we're going to make it just look a little bit nicer. And we still need to then figure out a additional path down there. But actually that's an easy one. Staircase down here. Connection up through there. Contemplation spot. Putting you in under well-being. Contemplation spot. And then make this a little bit prettier. Give the contemplation spot a bit extra area to be, you know, contemplating. All right. I think I've played too much of the Ember Pelts series where I'm just trying to make everything look very nice. But in all honesty, having sort of an area like these mini goals where you just make everything prettier, it makes the game more fun, to be honest. All right. Remove this path here. Don't need that anymore. And that should completely solve our flooding issues. I'm hoping. Unconnected building. Oh, they have built in the Agora, but I forgot to put in a path and also messed this one up. Can't reach the shrubs behind it anymore. Pause the one in front. Add another shrub back in. Pause this one as well. But the Agora is up and running. Cool. The hammocks are kind of nice. It gives it a nice touch. All right. Lots of discussing, I guess. Maybe the Pledge of Allegiance. I don't know. All right. Not quite there yet. Forgot to... Nope, they are high priority. Good. This is pumping as well again. We have the power connection up here as well. Happiness has increased yet again. Grilled chestnuts are a bit of an issue, but beautiful. This is now connected with water. Are we actually having any berries anywhere anymore? I don't think so. I think I completely removed the berries here. Yeah, I kind of want some berries back. I forgot why I cleared this out. Oh my. All right. We do have our forester here. So maybe berry production over there would be actually not a bad idea. So let's give our berries some dedicated space. I mean, we do have all the dirt in the world. Yeah, we do. Which means we can easily put a 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a 24 berry farm. What would you call that? It's not an orchard. Yeah, I don't think so, but who knows? Also, don't quite remember why I built this. Yeah, not entirely sure. Oh well. I mean, there are a couple more things that we obviously want to build on here, and we'll be working on that sooner rather than later. Let's see what else we have in terms of decorations. The wind thing. Actually, somewhere back here could be good. So if we're gonna plan for that, let's put a levee in the center so the wind gauge is a little bit higher. Yep, 250 is fine. I'm gonna add a couple beaver statues around it. Do we have any others? Nope. Those are it. Could put another bulletin board in front of it, actually. All right. Because ultimately, I guess why not? Oh, hold on. I completely forgot. We have more of the monuments to build. So we could build you here and this one here. Now that could actually look quite nice. As our beavers wake up, they will see both of them just behind the fountain, which makes me think I actually rotated the fountain the wrong way. All right. Let's place you here and you here. High priority for picking up the logs. And then we're just gonna say place a beaver statue in the back, a small one. And then we put a bench right in front. All right. Is it worthwhile to rotate the Fountain of Joy? 400 planks. We have 84. 100 treated planks, we do have those. And we do have all the metal blocks that we could need. I think for now we're okay. Maybe we'll consider replacing the Fountain of Joy. All right. I do think clearing this out much nicer, and like I said before, it should completely solve our flooding problems. But we'll see if that is true. All right. What else do we need to do? Have a sip of coffee. It sounded like the most reasonable thing to continue. Could be good to add another Oh, we still have all the connections down here. Why are you... Oh, it's like, why are you in a different color, but you're underwater? That makes a ton of sense. Maybe we'll leave these connections in, but it could be good to add another water pump in here somewhere. Look at how many windmills we have. Crazy. We are producing a good amount of power even during a drought. Which means all of... Maybe we're not producing. We are... No, you guys are charging. Good. But yeah, adding more water up here a little bit quicker would be just a nice thing to do. And we can actually squeeze one in here. So let's do that. If we add platforms, like the... No, not platforms, tunnels over here. And then we need a triple explosive, double explosive, because there is apparently a tunnel underneath here. Wait, are you just open? Yeah, I think you are just open. I never closed you, which means... Wait, where am I? Up here. Which means you will cause issues. Will you? Alright. So I think we're going to remove that platform. Yep, please. Highest priority. Let's actually go underneath here again. We're removing the next platform as well. Highest priority there. And then we're going to have a look at our sluices. Yeah, we can hide you in there, which I think is good. And you close above downstream of 1. I'm going to set you up as well, just like that. Because yeah, leaving this open, probably not the best idea. All right. And then we can also remove these power connections here. Set the dynamite up. I guess a triple one here, not too bad. And a double one right next to it. Hello. There we go. Highest priority on both of you. Yeah, they're getting there slowly. Triple one is in. Detonate. Double one is in as well. Detonate. And then we go back into the water. Mechanical fluid pump. Wait. I see. Need to change this to the other side. And then we should be able to place our... Nope. Mechanical fluid pump right there. All right. Highest priority. Let's get this done. And then should we build more windmills? One thing first. We have this area here right now. So let's go ahead and place down our oaks. Just to fill this up, place down our blueberries. And you should be able to reach all of this, no problem. Yes. Put in a gatherer flag right here. And we could actually move the carrots from down here up there. Maybe that's what I wanted to do. Hard to remember. But definitely more chestnut trees in the back here. Gatherer flag. We do still have some berries in there and dandelion, but I guess not enough of the trees. We could also leave the carrots down there and just plant the trees up there. Oh yeah, why not? All right. All right, all right, all right. Happiness has increased even further. Grilled chestnuts is still missing. The maple pastries is something we need to figure out. Campfires? Do we have no campfires? Oh my goodness, we have 0 campfires. How did that happen? We're so far ahead in the game and 0 campfires? Crazy. All right. I think we'll leave that for the next episode. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.